Hello everyone, this is Raju Mahato. On my last few videos I have shown you the way to bind any listener to any display object in Corona, and also shown you the way to track the different phases of any event like ended, begin. So continuing with that, today I will discuss about the different processes or different ways to bind any listener. So basically there are two different ways, that is function listener and the table listener. So here the example that I am showing you on the screen is the function listener. So here I have defined a function and I bind it to the display object. So now I'm going to add any one more display object and listener with describing the table listener. So just I'm pasting the above code here and rename it with different name and different position so that it will not hamper the existing display object. So for that I'm resetting the position, let it be at 100 coordinates from the x on x side, and for top position I am resetting as 400, and the color I am going to change here, let it be so. Up to this, let's make it comment and let's check it on the simulators that it comes twice or not. So here you can see that I have added the two different rectangle. Now I am going to add the listener as a table listener. So to make a table listener, first we need to define a function, that is function, and the respected object, display object, to whom we are binding this listener. Then we need to bind the event name, that is for currently I will bind it with the touch. Now the parameter that we need to pass is the event, so that's it. So now here, as like is above one, I can call the event phase to check that event phase and to print the targeted ID. Now this is just I have created the function table listener. Now I need to associate this listener with this display object. So to bind this, I need to call my display object and the event listener, add event listener function, which will bind this. Now here I need to call the event type, that is touch, and here there is a slightly difference, I need to call that display object. So this much. Now let me run this, show you the difference. So now on click of this, it should print the targeted ID, that is the test ID for the first rectangle. So here you can see that the test ID is displaying. Now for the second one, it should display the test ID 2. So here you can see that it displays the second event with this ID. So here again I am showing you. So here you can see that the two different ways to bind any listener with any object. So why should we follow these two different methods? So I have the function type listener here, and why should I follow the table type. So that might be a situation where there are some variables which are not comes under the scope. So at that situation we can associate this table function listener with this, with our display object, so that we can get the variables that I need to access which comes under the scope. So up to this for today. Thanks.